We actually made them.
The fuck you mean what's up with the beanie, nigga? Cause I felt like putting on a fucking hat, dumb fuck. What's up with these dumbass NPCs, bro? Why do you think God never came back to this planet?
Oh.
Every night!
But yeah, did he talk about the autism thing? Yeah, he said that, but now remember, Donald Trump is only gonna say what scientists have told him. So it's not Donald Trump saying it's Tylenol, it's the research team that he has spoken to that says they believe Tylenol is something that is directed to the cause or some sort of a cause of autism. You said, have I heard about the anime GTA? Nah, I haven't. Is there something about it on Twitter? There was no research study denying it. Okay, then I don't know. Alright, what's her name again? You know what I think the real cause of autism is? People, I'll just say this, neglect. That's where it starts. Neglect. You said, what do I mean? People don't really take enough time to teach their fucking anthropoids. Janet Jackson had a baby at 50. That kid doesn't have autism enough, does he? Put it like this, chat. Let's just say this. If you have a kid right now, you never taught anything. You just gave it a tablet, gave it video games. Never had no flashcards. You didn't try shit. No flashcards. No outside human interaction with other kids. No public parts. Never threw no footballs with them. Never threw no fucking baseballs. Never went over anything. Scholastic, or what's the word I'm looking for? We'll just say this. Never went over anything educational with the kid. And you just frisbeed the nigga a tablet every day. Then, scholastic. Did I say it right? Okay, I just had to make sure because I've even heard that word in years. We'll just academic. We'll use that one better. Educational. I said it. I was just trying to just sound too big brain, but we'll just keep it simple. I believe there's cases where you can force autism on a kid by neglect, by not taking enough time. There are parents that do pay attention, but the child behaves abnormally. And then there's parents that don't pay attention at all, and then the kid gets diagnosed with autism as well. So it could go both ways. If you just, like I said before, you can create autism in a jungle. If you just drop off 5 kids in the jungle, they're automatically going to be autistic. What do they learn? They're going to develop those type of traits. But the thing is, if you don't, I feel like a lot of kids they basically get mislabeled with autism. I really do feel like there's kids out there that probably don't even have it, but based on their parents being fucking lazy, they just get diagnosed with it. No, I'm speaking from just knowing people that just basically never really did shit with their kids, and then all of a sudden when they would go check on the kid, when they basically see what's wrong with the kid, oh, he has autism. Well, gee, I wonder how the person got it. I wonder how the kid got it. You didn't do anything with the kid. You didn't fucking try flashcards with the kid. You didn't try to incorporate any interactions at all with any other kids. Never went to no public parks. Never did shit. Just frisbeed the motherfucker a tablet. Didn't teach it nothing or anything. And then boop, when it gets a certain age, no development skills. And then the doctor just says, oh, well, he has autism. Oh, gee, I wonder why. I know what? So you guys don't think autism can be forced upon a kid? You don't think autism can be created? You really just think it's a genetic problem? Let me tell you guys something about myself, all right? So when I was a kid, I was real quiet. Not because I was slow, but because I just didn't want to talk. Like, I knew, when I was going to school, I just didn't want to talk, right? I just wasn't ready yet. But I had full dialect, knew what I was doing, 1,000%, 100% in tune with everything. I remember everything about my life, right? I just didn't want to talk. Like, when I would see kids, like, argue with teachers, it'd be like, no. When they'd be like, I'm going to send you out of class. And they're like, no, I only felt comfortable like that, talking like that around my mom. Like, I didn't feel comfortable talking to other adults. Like, they were, like, a parent to me or some sort. And then plus, I was always that tall, quiet kid. You know, I ain't trying to give you no sob story. Long story short, when I was in the 2nd grade, right? This teacher tried to say that I was slow. And then she wanted to, like, put me in special ed or some shit. And I remember hearing that, but I was quiet, so I couldn't really defend it, because I wasn't ready to basically let my voice be heard yet, because it was just, I had fire inside of me, but I just couldn't really, I couldn't really voice it yet. So my mom was like, my son's not slow. She's like, you're not putting him in special ed. She's like, when you go to school, talk. She's like, speak up. My mom used to always battle me to speak up in school because I was really fucking quiet, right? Crazy to say this when me now. But if she would have accepted what they tried to label me as, a kid that maybe because I don't talk like the rest of the kids, like I didn't feel like talking, I didn't feel like being a class clown, and you know what I'm saying, and basically being all super vibrant. If she would have accepted that, these niggas would have put a fake label on me, and niggas would have had me on the short bus. And I knew that, like, obviously there was nothing wrong with me, like I'm a handsome kid, you know, everything. I just didn't like to talk until like a certain time. Like, I just didn't feel like expressing myself like that. Like, I just didn't feel like it was a point. Or like there's reasons why I didn't talk and shit like that. But anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is, she fought with the school system that tried to false label me. And good thing that she did that, because these niggas would have me on a short bus when I'm a sexy ass nigga. Imagine I'm on a short bus in fucking high school, good looking, all that type of shit. And it's like, damn, this nigga on the short bus. So when I say autism is something that can be forced, and you can accept autism for your kid, that's just what I believe. I feel like a lot of parents just accept that shit because you didn't really put in the groundwork to really, you know, teach your kid any type of skills. You just let the motherfucker play video games. You just, bro, my mom never just let me sit around playing video games. Like, that had to be like a leisure time or something like that. She would be like, go outside, go play. Bro, my mom used to hide the fucking controllers. She used to go to work, hide the fucking video game controllers and shit. I don't know what autism is. You must got it because you're not subbed and you're trying to tell me what I don't know what is. Any fucking ways. You said there's a lot of types of autism, high functioning. Autism people are super smart and normal, it varies. So, yeah, but there's radios in the chat trying to battle me and say that autism can't be something that a parent is responsible for when I truly believe that it is. I believe that there are forms of autism that are literally self-induced by the parents, aka neglect. I feel like you can make your kid dumber, and then there'll be a doctor out there that just false labels them as autism. So now you just got that false label. Now you're documented. You said black parents didn't play that shit. Yeah, exactly, Rodis. That's just my motherfucking opinion. I'm a human being. It doesn't mean what I'll say it. It's something you should agree with or I'm right. I'm just saying that's just what I feel. That's just, I'm not saying I'm 100. I'm not saying this is analytical fact and no. Yeah, I'm just voicing my motherfucking opinion about it. That's why I'm not banning nobody. You guys are allowed to say I'm incorrect. There's no reason for me to ban you for your opinion or anything. You're allowed to say I'm incorrect. That's the whole point of talking about a topic. Like, to you, I might be incorrect. To me, I might be right. Somebody might agree with me. I don't need niggas to agree with me. I'm just telling you what I fucking think. But I'm just from my experience, with me growing up and somebody trying to false label me as a radio because I just wasn't ready to be all, because I wasn't some vibrant ass kid doing backflips, saying cuss words and shit in the 2nd grade and everything like that, and doing dumb shit. Like I was well aware what the fuck was going on. I knew what was going on. 1000%. I just wasn't comfortable in the element because I went to fucking like 9 different elementary schools. Private school, public, private, public, private, like obviously that's gonna do something to a kid, right? If I can never get used to my motherfucking environment, I gotta make brand new friends. The one friend I might have made, boop, I get pulled out of that school, boom, now I gotta go back to this school, like. So yeah, I just didn't want to fucking talk. But yeah, good thing she fought that or I already got false labeled as a radio. Yeah. Then once you start getting on the meds, then it might turn your brain into mush. You said growing up, autism had ADHD. Growing up, autism had ADHD and depression didn't exist in an Hispanic household. Those were exact problems. And then you know what people like to do too? They like to use, you notice a lot of people with ADHD, they like to use that as a crutch to blame it on shit they do. Adults too, they like to use those classifications. They like to use autism. They like to use, bro, don't let a nigga with autism be a fully functional autism. Bro, they will use that shit and manipulate the fuck out of you. Like, you ever talk to a chick that claims she had autism? I just can't help it. Like, I just keep crashing out because I have ADHD. Like, bitch, you're 28. Like, what are we doing? I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I've heard it all. Same exact situation. Your cousin, your dad, fault them for not. Then I label his son as autistic. Ronald, if my future anthropoid was a little bit too slow to the first base, I'm pulling out flashcards. We're doing reaction tests. Think I'm about to break all? No, we're not accepting this shit. We're getting this shit, but the shit's dropped. We're doing reactions. I was like, yo, go long. He was like, completely different. We're not gonna accept some bullshit. We're gonna fix the fucking problem. But if I just say, you know what? Yeah, Robert, I mean, I tried working with him, but Robert, he just don't really get the math. So, his brother's smarter. So, I mean, he's the golden child, but, Robert, he needs a little bit of extra help. You know what I mean? Was there anything you've done for Robert extensively? Have you tried flashcards? Have you tried, any extensive educational pushes or, I mean, I just, I kind of just let his mom deal with it because Yeah. How do you shape the brain if the brain is not shaped? You just send them to school and hope they just learn shit. Especially in the era that we live in now. Our motherfuckers really got it bad. Motherfuckers are focused on wearing fake chrome hearts and shit. What's the fit lineup? You know what? Niggas worried about the fit lineup, but I was, alright, never mind. I guess this has always been like that. Shit ain't no different. Oh, damn, I exited all my Twitter shit. Oops. Homeschooling? I don't believe in homeschooling. You fuck up the experiences your kid was supposed to have. Like if they watch a high school movie with lockers and cheerleaders and basketball players and football players, you just robbed them of that because you got them in homeschool. Or you at least let them go to high school. Shit. So women are 10 times less likely to be autistic. The ones who claim to be autistic usually are lying for attention. I wonder why. You think it has something to do with them not having testicles? Shit, my bad. That was an accident.